You're listening to Cyber 94 Podcast. If you want to break into cybersecurity with real-life experience, go to cyber94.com.
Chloe, we're not even halfway through the year, and already 2025 is shaping up to be a cybersecurity nightmare. The attacks we're seeing are bigger, bolder, and frankly, more terrifying than ever.
You're not wrong, Ben. It feels like the gloves have come off. Let's dive right into one of the most visceral attacks, one that hit people right where they live, their dinner tables. I'm talking about the UNFI cyber attack in June.
Right, United Natural Foods. For our listeners, this isn't just some random company.
No.
They're a massive grocery wholesaler in the U.S., the primary distributor for chains like Whole Foods. And in mid-June, a cyber attack completely paralyzed their electronic ordering and delivery systems.
Paralyzed is the right word. It wasn't just an IT headache for them.
Right.
It had a massive physical world consequence. We saw actual grocery shortages across North America. People would go to their local store and the shelves were just bare. It's a chilling reminder of how few lines of malicious code can disrupt the food supply for millions.
It highlights a terrifying fragility, doesn't it? The dependency on a single digitized system is a huge risk. Now, let's shift from the supply chain to the financial system, because this next one is a digital bank heist of epic proportions. The Sepah bank cyber attack in Iran.
Ben, the numbers on this one are just staggering. In March, a hacker collective calling themselves Code Breakers breached the bank and walked away with 42 million customer records. To put that in perspective,
Wow.
that was about 12 terabytes of data.
12 terabytes. It's hard to even visualize that. It's like an entire library's worth of the most sensitive financial data imaginable. Names, account details, even information on senior bank officials. And the audacity of it,
Yeah.
they demanded a $42 million Bitcoin ransom, $1 million for every million records they stole.
It was a taunt, a demonstration of power. When the bank didn't pay, the hackers started leaking the data. It shows a frightening new level of confidence among attackers. They believe they can crack into a national bank, steal everything, and get away with it.
It's a true nightmare scenario for any financial institution. But our next story feels less like a heist and more like something ripped from a spy thriller.
Okay.
The TeleMessage breach in May.
This one is subtle, but so dangerous. TeleMessage is a messaging app,
Right.
and it was being used by U.S. government officials from agencies like FEMA and Customs and Border Protection. Cybercriminals got in and didn't steal the content of the messages, but something arguably just as valuable: the metadata.
And let's clarify what that means for everyone. Metadata is the who, what, when, and where of a communication. So they now know the names, phone numbers, and email addresses of over 60 officials,
Wow.
and they know who is communicating with whom. In the world of counterintelligence, that's pure gold.
Exactly. You can map out entire networks, identify sources, understand chains of command without ever reading a single word of the actual message. It's a stark lesson that compliance doesn't always equal security,
Yeah.
especially when government secrets are on the line.
From secrets to systems, this next one is about the very foundation that so many global businesses are built on. I'm talking about the SAP NetWeaver vulnerability.
Oh, this was a bad one. In April, a critical zero-day vulnerability was found. And zero-day is as scary as it sounds. It means a flaw that the vendor, SAP, had 0 days to prepare for because the bad guys found it first.
Right.
It basically allowed an unauthenticated attacker to waltz in, upload malicious code, and take complete control of a system.
And we need to stress how pivotal SAP is. Think of it as the digital central nervous system for thousands of the world's biggest corporations and public sector agencies. This vulnerability wasn't like a key to one house.
No.
It was a flaw in the master blueprint used to build entire cities of corporate infrastructure. Researchers found over 500 systems being actively exploited, some by state-linked groups.
It's a race against time in those situations. You're trying to patch thousands of systems before the wolves get through the door. It's absolutely terrifying. And that brings us to our final story.
Okay.
Which shows the devastating power of hitting a business where it hurts most. Its wallet during a holiday. The Marks and Spencer attack.
The timing was just diabolical. A gang known as Scattered Spider hit the UK retailer over the Easter weekend, one of the busiest retail periods of the year. And the scariest part? They didn't use some sophisticated technical exploit to get into M&S. They used social engineering. They hacked a person.
They targeted a third-party contractor, tricked them into giving up access, and from there, they shut down M&S's online operations. Online shopping, click and collect, all gone for 6 weeks. The financial fallout was catastrophic.
Wow!
Estimated losses up to £300 million.
It's the ultimate example of the weakest link problem. Your own cyber defenses can be a fortress, but if a third-party vendor leaves a door open, it's all for nothing.
Right.
It proves that cybersecurity isn't just about technology. It's about people, processes, and every single partner in your supply chain.
Absolutely. If 2025 has taught us anything so far, it's that from the food we eat to the money we save, our digital world is more interconnected and more vulnerable than ever.
It really is. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. As our physical world, from our food supply to our shopping, becomes more dependent on these vast interconnected digital systems, is the convenience we gain worth the catastrophic risk we're taking on?